This is Charlotte Flowe World Sports Show. I'm here with Jeff Bell, the director of the new Sons of Ben movie, a documentary following the Sons of Ben. Thank you for joining me, Jeff.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So when did this become an idea, doing a documentary movie about the Sons of Ben, the supporter group for the Philadelphia Union?
The idea came about, I was living in LA at the time, and I have a friend who was a huge MLS fan. I'm not that big of a soccer fan, but and I was kind of out of the loop, and he said that, hey, Philly got a team. And I'm like, oh, that's great. And he sends me a link, and I click on the link, and front and center, this big picture with Brian James, the commissioner in MLS. I was like, oh my God, because I went to high school with Brian James. I grew up with Brian James, and we lost touch. So after I saw that, I literally just found him on Facebook, reconnected. Every time I would go home in the Philadelphia area, we'd get back together again, hang out. And, that's where the seed was planted in my head. And it wasn't until about three years later during our high school reunion, I was like, dude, I want to tell this story. It's an amazing story because where else have you heard about a supporters group for a team that didn't exist to help bring an MLS franchise or a franchise into their city? And he didn't believe me. Yeah, right. So literally months later, I was knocking on his door. We started shooting.
It's gotten a lot of traction. Just the Sons of Ben themselves are known to be passionate and packing the stadiums. When did it become a realistic goal that, hey, we're going to do this? You said you started talking to Brian. When did it become a realistic dream to accomplish this?
Yeah, I've always been a storyteller, short form stories. I've never done a feature length film. So that at the time it seemed daunting. It still is. It was a lot of work. But, I had to start a company to do this. I had to do a whole bunch of administrative stuff to do this, to get to the point of actually start shooting. And, I got some producing partners to help me out. And yeah, we started shooting. It was a lot of work to build up to that point. And then I had no idea how much work it would be starting from then on. But it's been rewarding. And, I can't wait to share this story with the world.
I think one of the great parts is I've seen some of the trailers, seen some of the features where you're talking to the Sons of Ben members, talking to Brian, talking to Corey, and just getting down, even talking to just the fans. What's that experience like, just getting to know these guys over the years?
It's been great because, I want to be able to take myself out of their world so I could tell a story objectively. But it's also hard not to kind of get to know these guys a little bit better, especially we've been traveling, doing festivals and stuff like that overseas. Brian I've always known, but people like Corey or Brad Utes or Dan Gorman, those kind of people, it's been a great experience to get to know them and just see the passion that they had that really pushed them along to help get this team into Philadelphia.
I think a neat part about the Sons of Ben in general, it's a very unique setting that we don't see that in American sports, where there's a supporters club that actually has influence on a team that has a voice to be heard. A lot of other North American sports like your NHL, NBA, NFL, their fans are just fans. They don't actually have a lot of input, but I'm sure that's a unique experience, just seeing that the fans actually have input and have a voice with the team.
Yeah, that was really unique for me. It was kind of an interesting thing I learned along the way. That's what makes MLS so special compared to the other pro leagues. It's the fans have access to things that a lot of the other fans for the other sports do not. You get to, for example, the Union, they have all of these events where the players are always there, and you get to just walk up, talk to them. I know a few people that have brought over some of the players for Thanksgiving dinner. It's just kind of unheard of until I've never heard of something like that before. And I really think that's special with all of MLS, that they have this supporters culture, that the teams bring, these supporters kind of into their family and help, give them a unique identity.
Yeah, definitely that connection. When you're at the game, you'll see all the flags from a different country, and you'll see all the banners. Even Brian's got his own banner up there. So, but just that connection with the fans and just them throwing their jerseys to the fans, that it's that connection. Have you ever seen that in sports anywhere before?
I feel like I have. Yeah, I feel like banners are put up in all sports, and but it's the character of these banners, specifically from the Union. It's really incredible that, they get to portray their identity, their character, them. You know what I mean? And that's really cool. Because, it's, a lot of the other teams, it's like, hey, go Eagles, or yay, so-and-so this. But these guys, they take the time and effort to come up with these unique ideas that they get to show, and some of these are national games that they get coverage on national TV.
The neat part too is a lot of the casual fans, that just watch a sport, may just tune in for the TV or just go to the game, don't realize that Sons of Ben are set up hours before match. I'm not talking like a couple hours. I'm talking like a whole day event of going down there, tailgating, marching in. What's that experience like been? Just seeing them there hours before and just like a big family.
It actually starts more than hours. It starts sometimes weeks before because they have all these special events that they kind of I don't want to say cater, but they kind of tailor to each game, so it takes a lot of planning, a lot of work. It's a second job for a lot of these guys, and I really commend them that their passion never wanes. It never wanes. They just keep at it, and just get the word out there, the passion, the love of their team.
Yeah, it's definitely a career for a lot of these guys, and not only are they doing the tailgating, but they do a lot of stuff with the Help Kick Hunger, and they're helping out the city of Chester. You don't hear that. Some fans are just day of kind of fans. They're your Sunday or Saturday fans, but these guys and gals are around the clock, helping out in Chester, doing things in Philadelphia. What are those things you've seen, especially with the Help Kick Hunger?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to be a fan of the team, but these guys, something, especially from the beginning, before there was even a team, something changed within them to be able to help out a community, and that's really special about them, and that's something they've stuck with. They're committed to helping. It's their second home. They see Chester as their second home, and they really, they're committed to continuing that support and doing whatever they can, whether it be Coats for Chester, Help Kick Hunger. I mean, they just donated, I think, around $15,000 last month for Help Kick Hunger, and that happens on a year round, in season or off season.
Another unique thing these Sons of Ben get to do is they get to play a cup game every year against the front office, so maybe we'll see you out there one day.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. My soccer skills are...
At least he said it first. He's not going out there.
Yeah, sure, I'll give it a try, but I don't think I'm going to make it.
Managerial role.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Water boy.
But even that experience, just the River Cup, when the Sons of Ben get to play the Philadelphia front office, that's just another unique thing. When is that ever known in sports that you get to play against coaches of your favorite team?
You don't. Where have you ever seen that before? And that's another special thing about the story of the Sons of Ben and Philadelphia Union. It's great. I mean, each team has their own unique, feature. Like, for example, in Seattle, they get to vote in or vote out their GM every 4 years. Where do you see that in sports? Yeah. So that's what makes, again, MLS so special. Are those small little things? It means the world to fans to be able to participate and be active members, and help feel like they are part of the team.
Now, you've been to a lot of games doing this documentary and filming it, so it's a little harder to sit back and enjoy the game. But you said recently you've gone to a game as just a fan. Now, how was that experience? Just watching and not actually worrying about the filming, just sitting back and relaxing a little bit.
Oh, this is before I started shooting the documentary. So the idea was still percolating in my head. So Brian James took me to a game, and it was against Sporting KC, and it was amazing. He brought us into the Sons of Ben section, and we were standing for the whole time singing and chanting. I've never been part of something like that before, and it was just an amazing experience, something I won't forget, and probably something that helped propel me to do this documentary.
So they made you a member of Sons of Ben now? Are you an official member?
I am not an official member of Sons of Ben. I need to...
Yeah, we'll get him on.
We'll see, but let's wait till the film comes out first so I can still tell the story objectively.
So June 10th is the premiere. It's going to be at the Trocadero. You can check the site out. I believe it's sonsofbenmovie.com?
Sonsofbenmovie.com.
Yep, sonsofbenmovie.com. Check that out. This is Jeff. I'm Charlie Flowe, World Sports Show. We're out of here.